YouTube, what's the deal, man? It's no other than your boy TVB coming back at y'all with another video. And today we're gonna do a launching video. And if you don't know what I mean by launching, it's when you're getting ready for a race start. So basically you sitting at a light or sitting wherever you're going, and then you take off just like that, take off like a rocket basically. So I'm gonna teach y'all boys how to do it because I know how to do it and I feel like I should just share the knowledge with y'all. So let's get into it. YouTube, what's the deal? I'm finally, I'm on the road now, riding to Mexico, quote unquote. We're the destination of where we're gonna go to just practice this video at. So I'm gonna get there and then I'll continue the video. So let's get it. Wow, they can go and it's a red green light right here. And if you're worried about my credibility because I'm not wearing gear right now, I just came from the gym, but I just felt like it was a great time to film this video because the sun is beaming right now and I don't got to worry about any kind of lighting. So let's get into it, man. Don't stall me out just this one time. We ain't wearing gear. All right, so for starters, when it comes to launching, the first thing I want everybody to focus on, or what genuinely helped me a lot when it came to launching, was my body position. So I know when riding sport bikes, they can be kind of uncomfortable, but instead of launching like this, with your looking like somebody grandpa, like with your back all the way placed up like this and arched, we got to get into this position, literally like a race position, and get ready to launch. Instead of being all comfortable, I know we ride sport bikes, we can't be comfortable when we doing this though. We got to get into that position, no arch back. You got to have a very level back and just be ready to go in this position. So instead of this, we like this. And for stability reasons, when you are starting off, I'm telling you, you will feel 10 times more stable using this method. So instead of trying to launch with your foot up, launch with both of your feet out, because I promise you, if that will happen to come up, you will feel much more stable than with one leg on and trying to get that one leg back on and can't make it happen. So yeah. And it's unlikely, but sometimes with your left foot or with your foot being off to the side, the weight from your foot will actually tend to make you go this way when you're launching. So you'll fuck around and come up in the air and it go to the side. So we don't want to do that. So what we want to do is keep both feet out, make sure we have stability. And when it comes to the clutch, when I'm telling you, it's so simple. So just like when we regularly take off, we slowly let the clutch out. With launching, we just do it a bit faster, but not too much faster. I'm going to give you guys multiple examples once I put the helmet on, but from here, I'm going to show you guys. So literally all we doing, instead of slowly letting it out like this, we just going to drag it out a little faster. We're not going to pop the clutch and try to kill ourselves. We just going to drag it out a little bit faster, just so we don't got to drag onto the clutch so long, and we could have a faster exit point of your stall. So let's get it. And here's a little disclaimer, I'm not telling you to do this. So if you're watching this video, you're curious about how to launch, I'm not forcing you to launch. So with that, I will not be responsible. It's something you may happen to mess up your bike, because it's a learning process for everybody. So let's get into it. And make sure y'all wear y'all gear when you're doing this, because I don't want nobody out here with no road rash just from trying this little trick. So let's get into it. But like I said, it's as simple as this. I'm gonna give you guys multiple examples so I can show you guys that you don't have to launch with your RPM so high. You can start lower and then progress up further. But literally we revving it, then we're gonna slowly let it out and give it more gas at the same time until we comfortable enough to let it all out. And then once we let it all out, you just pin it, and then we going on about our day. So I'm gonna show y'all some videos where I'm gonna start this thing, go put it in the street, and we're gonna get into it. So let's get it. And if you are trying this, please find like an empty street, or if you're not trying this on the track, you could try it on the track, but don't do it in public because you can endanger everybody else, and that's exactly what we don't want. We want to learn the skill, and then after we done, maybe we can go to the public roads and do it, but just maybe. But nah, we just want to make sure we're not endangering nobody else while we trying this. So like I said, let's get into it. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all a little test pass, and like I said, I'm gonna do it from multiple stages. So maybe I'll go from like 3,000 RPMs to 5,000 to maybe 8,000. So we're gonna show y'all. So let's get it. Make sure no cars behind us. And when we are launching, we want to make sure that you don't have to do it with two hands, but just make sure you got a good hand on the clutch. You can either do it with 2 fingers or 4 fingers. I personally like doing it with 4 fingers because I'm so comfortable with the wheel coming up now that I don't feel like I need to hold on for dear life. So with them 4 fingers, and what we gonna do, make sure you have your foot placement and your body positioning. But I'm gonna stay a little bit further up so I can show you guys like my hand movements. So what we gonna do, we gonna have it. I'm gonna show y'all at we gonna go at 3,000 RPMs. Rev it, rev it, rev it, rev it, and then take off. Literally as simple as that. That was a very slow one, just to show you guys like how to do it. And I suggest you guys, if you haven't launched before, that you guys practice with your RPMs lower than maybe like what, 5,000 RPMs, because you do run, if you go over that, you do run the risk of the wheel coming up. And I'm not sure how comfortable everybody else is with that, but I'm comfortable with it. But I know you guys might not be, so we don't want you guys to do that. We want you guys to make it back home after y'all try this. So let's get it. So I'm gonna do it again. Maybe 4,000 RPMs. And after we let out the clutch, we want to give it more gas. So as you're letting out the clutch, you want to give it more and more gas to maintain the RPMs. Because if you don't, and you finally let out the clutch, the RPMs will just drop. And I'll show you guys exactly what that is. So I'm gonna start it at a higher RPM. Exactly, and that's what we don't want. We want to maintain the RPM so we can launch faster. So let's run this back again. We gonna up the RPMs this time. We gonna go to 5,000 so we can really get a kick in. So got both of our feet out so we stable. Rev it to maybe 5,000. Then we, and just like that, I'll let the clutch out, but I didn't let it out so fast to where I'm not popping the clutch, but I'm still somewhat being in the tension zone of the clutch. So you don't either wheelie in the air or the RPM don't drop too much. So let's do it again. So like this, 5,000 RPMs, give it steady throttle, and then we ready to let out the clutch. Boom. And it's that simple. It's just like taking off normally, but you're just doing it at a much faster pace. The launches that I'm doing currently are extremely slow, but what I can do is launch hella fast, and I'll show you guys some of that too, but I'll show you guys after I'm done teaching. And the more you keep trying, the better and better you'll get at it, and the faster and faster your launches will be. But starting off, I don't want anybody to start with their RPMs all the way up there, because it does take some getting used to that, and the bike just like taking off so fast. So I don't want to risk nobody, so we gonna throw that little disclaimer in there. But again, 5,000 RPMs. And with it being so slow like that, at 5,000 RPMs, my RPMs are dropping because I don't want to over rev it for the video purpose. But I will show you guys like a fast launch so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So that was 5,000. Now let's go to maybe 7,000, and we can give it some gas. It's a little faster, but it's not too much. It's just that simple. All it takes is just like clutch management, literally clutch management. That's it. It's just legit playing with your clutch, because if you don't let the clutch out too fast, the wheel won't come up in the air and you'll be safely doing this. It's all about being in that tension zone of the clutch. Like we don't want to let it out too fast, but we also don't want to let it out too slow, because we don't want the RPMs to drop and then to melt. So again, we're gonna do another 7,000 RPM launch, and then after that I'll show y'all like my real launch. So we have 7,000, and it's that simple. Like, it may look hard or difficult when everybody's doing it from the third person point of view. I'll make sure I put my tripod up so I can get an angle of that, but man, it's so simple. Like, it does not take a lot of work to learn how to do this. And it's very easy to learn. All it just takes is a little practicing. If we practice, we can learn anything. But I'm gonna post my tripod up, and then I'm gonna show you guys like the third person point of view, and I'll also be talking while I'm doing it. So let's get it. So we wanna get ready. That's exactly what I was talking about, how the front wheel came up. It takes some getting used to that if you don't want to if you want to like be faster and faster with your launches. Like we just got to get some it just takes some getting used to that feeling of the front wheel coming up, because it's not like catastrophic. It won't lead you to fucking falling if you don't make you fall, basically. But yeah, we just want to maintain our good throttle and it'll be all good. Like even when it comes to launching that hard. And I swear, when it comes to launching, man, and then after riding with people who don't know how to launch, and then you launching from the light, it's like the funniest thing. And then if y'all all know how to launch from lights, I'm telling you, man, it's fun. And then when it comes to like the racetrack and stuff, it's even more fun launching and stuff. So it's a good tool to have in your bag. I'm not lying, learn how to launch, and it's just like improving your skill with biking overall. So let's get into it. So and right there I shifted early so my wheel wouldn't come up, but you guys get the gist of it. And just like that, man, easy quick little video on how to launch, man, taking off from lights, whether that be like a drag tree or a stoplight if you're into like some kind of street racing. I don't promote that, but you know, everybody lives their different life. Y'all got another tool in y'all bag of tricks when it come to ride, man. But I'm gonna take off from this stop sign so y'all can see like what I mean, because this bike, it just want to wheelie all day because I got it set up like that. So when it comes to launching, it's great off the line, but you just might be having to fight a wheelie. Nah, but look at this freaking power wheelie right here. This thing just want to wheelie all the time. And let me know if y'all want a video on that too, because I could do it with and without a quick shifter, shifting on a wheelie, but man, that comes a lot down the line when it comes to riding motorcycles, because it is kind of risky doing things like that, because everybody's not used to the wheel being so high up in the air, and let alone shifting with the wheel that damn high in the air. It could be bad. So yeah, I'll catch y'all. Alright y'all, so we back at the house. As you can see, came back to the house in one piece, as I hope all you guys do, but there might be some exceptions out there if somebody just trying a little too hard. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I tried to explain it as best as I can to my knowledge. If you guys do need help with something else, or maybe you didn't understand it in the video, comment down below and let me know. But with that being said, that'll conclude today's video with the launching tutorial, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and shoot, let's get it.